Hello everyone! Moonlight Peaks is my most anticipated game of 2026. I have been following their journey from their announcement in 2024, and the game is finally out now on Steam, Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, and on Google Play. In the game, you are the child of Count Dracula, and you leave home to prove to your father that vampires can live compassionately. You move to the town of Moonlight Peaks to start a new life of growing crops, learning spells, making potions, and befriending the townies. I'm Winfana, and if you're new here, I love a good tier ranking. I like to make ranking videos before meeting the characters and after meeting them all. We'll come back and make a new list to compare. There are 23 romance options, and I think this is going to be an incredibly difficult tier list to make because Moonlight Peaks is a town full of hotties. So this is less smash or pass and more who is at the top of the smash list. The categories are therefore top 5, and I just know I am going to struggle with putting who I want in the top 5. Then we have We're Dating. Still a smash, but not everyone can be in the top 5. Next is Let's Get Coffee. I'm interested, but let's get to know each other. Friend Zone is obvious. And the last tier will make sense eventually. Again, keep in mind, I haven't played the game yet. This list is completely based on looks. We'll rank them again after we get to know everyone. I'm also going to be using the Moonlight Peaks wiki page just so we can get a closer look at the portraits of the character. I'm not clicking in to learn more about them. We do get to see their supernatural type in the corner. I'm not really taking that in much unless, we're really looking at some other when it comes to the supernatural. But this is more just so we can see them up close. And I do have them all listed in order of the wiki page for our tier list. So we are starting off with Saga, and she is a werewolf. I am obsessed with her. I think she's so gorgeous. I love her tattoos, her hair. Just look at the way she's looking at us. I honestly think she's probably going to be top 5. I'm already in love with her. And then we have Orlok, and I love that he looks a little bit older, like giving kind of that daddy vibe. And I'm here for it. I'm not here for this little description here. I'm trying not to really look at them, but patriarch, nah. But I love his beard. I love his hair, the 2 tones. He looks a little serious. I want to get to know him. So it's very difficult. I don't know if I want him in our top 5 yet or for in dating. And I'm going to definitely be going back and forth on like who ends up here. So for now, I'll put him in top 5, but we've got a lot to go through and he might get moved around. Next up, we have Death. Death. Have any of you played The Sims before? Grim Reaper Death, immediate smash. Absolutely, this is like feeding the Sims players. So Death is absolutely in the top 5, if not our number 1, because how fun will that be? I hope the story for that dating goes very well and is interesting. Next up, we have Luna, and Luna looks so cute. I love her purple eyes. Her hat is so pretty. She's a witch, so nature. I think for now, we're going to put her in dating. I think she's just so cute. Next up is Fiona. Now, my trouble with Fiona is that if you've looked at any of my characters that I have made, Fiona is like exactly how I would make my character look, with that like white platinum hair, purple eyes. She's basically who I want my character to be. So it feels almost a little narcissistic to put her in our top 5. But I mean, there's a reason I want my characters to look like her. She's brilliantly gorgeous. I think with that, we have to put her in dating for now. She might get moved up. It's so difficult because we only get to put 5 up here, and I've already put 3. Now, I mean, her and Orlok, maybe they'll switch. We'll see. This is going to be difficult. This just keeps getting even harder because Dragon is... I'm sorry. It says other. Is he going to be a dragon? Is he? Because I love my dragons. he might end up in top 5 because he is so incredibly good looking. His eyes and his name alone. I don't know. I don't know. Next, we have Rid, and he's a werewolf. And guys, just looks alone, I'm in love. I know the top 5 is going to be incredibly hard, but he has to be in our top 5. Honestly, he might be, number 1, 2 in our number 2 spot. It's so hard to compete with death. I mean, how do you compete with death? But there's something about him. I really like him. Next up, we have Ludo, and Ludo honestly to me just looks like a walking red flag. I do love his little jacket with the ghost patch. I really like that. I like his little piercing, but the way he is looking at me, red flag. While this is incredibly hard for me to do, to put any of these characters in the friend zone, I think we might need to. Maybe he will change our mind and it'll be a different story once we get to know him. The next romanceable is Alina, and she's gorgeous. I love her earrings, her hair, her makeup. She's so beautiful. I think I absolutely have to put her in We're Dating. Again, the top 5 is very difficult. We'll come back around at the end and we'll switch people around as we get everyone on the board, I think. So we have Noel, who is part of the witch family. Again, I love the white hair. I love the purple eyes. I think it's the way his eyebrows are for me where, he's just also giving me red flag, just in a different way than Ludo was giving. I'm deeply debating if I want him in friend zone or in let's get coffee, but I think we put Ludo down here. We'll put Noel down here too. Sabrina, your name alone. I love it. She's also a witch. I love the little moon in her hair. I love the two-tone color of her hair. I really do like her. I'm just debating if we should get coffee or we should be immediately dating. But she's very cute. So for now, we'll do We're Dating. And for our next character, who is a vampire and giving us a very red eye, very vampy, but with a dark kind of biblical name, Samael, like the devil himself. Okay. I think he looks amazing. I really, really like him. Okay. We are coming up to our dilemma because obviously this is more than just our top 5. Now, do I keep him here and then we come back at the end and I decide who is the weakest link? Maybe, because this will be very difficult. We have another vampire. We have Evan. He's got that heterochromia going on, and I love that. He's got that emo boy look. We'll get some coffee. Yeah, so we'll get coffee. We'll see where things go. And now we have our first mermaid, Kim. I like that we can kind of see the scales in their portraits. I really like that. And for her, I think we're going to get some coffee. We'll see. And we have an iconic name for Elvira. I love her little buns. I like that she has her little pointed ears and the piercing. She's cute. We're going to put her in Let's Get Coffee. I think she's so cute. I really like her. But I don't know. I think these two, they look a little younger. Again, they're vampires, so we don't know what their age is. And this is so difficult because I'm kind of, in my head, I'm ranking them more by numbers of who's 1 to 23 and less the category itself. And we'll have to go through, and I really am going to put it less as to what category they're in and what order of number they're in. We have another mermaid. So we have Ray here. And she's giving me 1920s flapper with that hairstyle. I do think she's very cute. All right, let's get some coffee. So we have Mina. And I do think she looks a little bit on the younger side, but I think it's the colorfulness of her compared to everyone else. I am obsessed with the different tones of color in her hair. And with the little pigtails, she reminds me kind of Monster High Draculaura. And so I think she's probably going to be kind of artsy, creative, cutesy, and she just has a very sweet face. I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get some coffee. We're gonna get to know her. She's very cute looking. I am absolutely going to be rearranging this. I can already tell I've got to move people around. And for, I think, our final mermaid, we have Tay. And guys, I really like him. You can see the scales again. I love the outfit. I like the look he's giving us. All right, Tay, you are bae. Tay to bae. Straight to jail. Oh. Oh, and now we have Persephone. I'm obsessed with her. She is gorgeous, pretty, and her name, Persephone, to have that kind of name in this type of town. I love her. All right, so she's also in our top 5, and I know the numbers are wrong. We'll fix it. We will. We're getting there. I didn't even notice before Persephone, she's immortal. It looks like we're moving on to the mortals here. And we have Jada. Jada is cute, but she is not Persephone cute. Like, we'll go get coffee. Then we have Winston, and I think he's just so cute looking. I like his eyes. He looks a little sad. We're also going to go ahead and get some coffee. And now for our last 2, we have Eris. I'm not quite sure how I would pronounce his name, so if you know better, please let me know. I'm obsessed with the jewelry fashion going on here. His glasses even have things on them. I like him. I think we'll get coffee too. And lastly, we have Lemmy, who is a love demon, and I think a very interesting choice to make as a romance character. So maybe in a weird dream, because without us getting to know them, going on a date purely by looks, I'm sorry, I don't know how that would work or happen. So maybe I just can't picture it. I hope that their dates and romance and getting to know this character is fun and whimsical. But I don't know, everyone. I mean, come on now. I put Death in our top 5, so I feel like they're kind of like mystical entities, but one of them has a face and one of them is a mystery. All right, I think it is time. We have an idea, we have a list. Now we have to really move people around. And so I think with that being said, I have to really decide on like who is it for us. And I think you have to put Death as your number 1. And as a Sims girly playing with the Grim Reaper, it's nostalgic. And yes, this is a different game, and who knows what their Death Grim Reaper will be like. I just think it'll be fun. And then we have our werewolves here, and I'm honestly surprised because I really thought the vampires would be higher for me in my top 5, but honestly, I think the top 3 they're accurate for where I want to keep them. And so that means we must choose. And I think Daddy Orlok has to be moved down. And as much as I want to keep Dragon as well, we'll move him down. And so here we have our top 5. And I'm debating between keeping where everyone is. Like, these 2 could really go back and forth. And I think the only thing that is putting them in their spots here is like vampire versus human, which I know we're going off of looks, but we're in a supernatural town. And I kind of want to get to know the supernaturals. But Persephone is so pretty. Okay, now we're going down into our dating list. And now that I'm really looking, and I know that we had our 2 up here in our top 5, but honestly, in the word dating category, looking at like who's who, we might need to move things around here too. Honestly, she might be the number 1 in the word dating category. And I think looking at who's all in this list, I really love Sabrina, but I think she makes more sense in Let's Get Coffee in that tier. And let's see. I think for here, we need to move you up quite a bit, Elvira. Honestly, I think that makes a bit more sense. And we'll switch you to... Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Friend zone, we'll keep the same, and maybe in a weird dream. You're not going anywhere. You're staying there, Lemmy. I feel like I have to repeat myself one more time. That this isn't about what category they're in. It's about what number in the list they're in. Because I think Moonlight Peaks did such an amazing job with the character art. They're all so well done. They're all so pretty. I'm so glad that we have all these options to get to know in this town and meet and date, romance, possible marriage. We'll see. I think basing off of looks, I am happy with the list. I am very curious to get to know these characters and find out how wrong I am about them and where we would move them around on this list. I can't wait to get to know them and then make a new ranking video and compare. I really want to be able to compare after getting to know them. Please, please, please let me know who your top characters are, who you're most interested in. If you've played already, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Or maybe you agree. I don't know. Maybe you have different feelings on Lemmy than I do. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic random ranking video for Moonlight Peaks. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever and whenever you are in the world. Until we meet again, goodbye for now. I can't wait to get to know these characters. Are you guys interested in seeing a Let's Play of Moonlight Peaks on the channel? I think it might be a really fun game to play with all of you and perhaps figure out what dating death will be like.